want some more sex, show up. If you plan to roll up, meet me on the west side corner. Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine Essence. In today's video, I'm sharing with you guys a summer makeup routine for women of color. So if you're interested, definitely keep on watching. Okay you guys, so we're starting off with our Black Girl Sunscreen for a little skin prep. This is going to give you a dewy look. Now we're going in with the Got To Be. So this is a black bottle, like the black version of it, more of a gel consistency. And I brush my eyebrows forward first and then I smooth it out back. I don't brush it directly up. I kind of do it like on an angle because I feel like when you brush it directly up, if your eyebrows are not freshly done, it looks a little crazy. So I'm just brushing mine like sideways and then back to sculpt the shape that I want. Then I have my little Amazon fan to speed up the process. Going in with the cluster lashes. I love doing cluster lashes now. This is the glue that I use. It's all from Amazon. You can see it's just so easy to put on. I had the little tool that came in a kit and I left this part in so you guys can see that, you know, sometimes even I struggle with it a little bit. Sometimes the lashes stick to the glue, but when that happens, I just use my finger and then I clean the tool itself and then we're just, you know, we're right back on track. So I typically go in with 16s at the end, 14s in the middle, and then 12s closer to my inner eye. Then I add more 16s on the end. I believe this is a deep curl. I think that's what it's called. And it just gives the lash extensions look. So yeah, and it's for a quarter of the price. Then I go in with my Amazon fan just to speed up the drying process. Now we're going in with the Pore Minimizer from Smashbox. I love this primer. Honestly, I've been using it for years. It gives you a really nice base, very smooth, fills in those pores. And then the Airbrush Flawless Filter Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. My friend put me onto this. Vanessa, if you're watching, thanks girl. Love this foundation. I will say it's very full coverage, so I like to use a sponge just to blend it out. And when I use my sponge, I use it damp. I squeeze out most of the excess and I do very like gentle taps into my skin. I just feel like it blends out the best that way. Now I'm going in with my forehead. I don't put too much because I'm gonna kind of like bronze that area. Now that the brows are dry, I'm going in with a brown pencil. This is from the beauty supply store. Usually I use the Benefit Precisely Brow, I think that's what it's called, but it's done, so I'm just going in with a brown pencil from the beauty supply store. And personally, I don't like the bold eyebrow look on me, so I do very just short and light strokes just to fill it in a little bit more. I kind of like the minimal eyebrow look, like, you know, the clean, I don't know, what are they calling it now? There's so many different names, I don't know. But I just like it to be like a little bit filled in, like not too much. I don't like how bold brows look on me anymore. Yeah, I just don't like it. And I'm just using the spoolie to kind of blend it out a little bit more. And now that my eyebrows are hard, obviously they're not moving, so I'm just kind of stamping in any parts that I wasn't able to stroke in. So yeah. Then I'm going in with my concealer. So this is the Too Faced concealers. First I start off with Toffee. Now I'm going in with Sable for my nose contour. And I got this brush from a kit. It's a brush set from Shein. So guys, it's literally the best brush set I have ever used. I love these brushes. I'm going to link that too. So yeah, I go in the sides of my nose. I don't really focus on making it slimmer. I just follow the natural lines of my nose, like the natural shape. Then I let it sit there. And I blend it out just a little bit closer to like where my eyes are, because sometimes when I don't blend it out properly, it looks a little harsh. So I just blend it out a little bit and then I'll blend it out more later. And I drag it all the way down. And then I do the bottom of my nose. Apparently that like shortens your nose. I don't know if it's true. I don't even know if that did anything, but I just continue to do it. Now I'm going in with the same Too Faced concealer, the Born This Way, but this is in the color Chestnut. So this is like my highlight shade. And I put it directly like right beside the contour. Next, I like to put it on my smile lines just so that area doesn't crease throughout the day. And then I put it on my chin and my Cupid's bow area. So when I put on my lip products, it pops a little bit more. And I'm also putting it at the like tail of my eyebrow. I just feel like it helps to raise my eyebrow and makes it look brighter. Now I'm going in with the, ooh, what is this called? The Selena Gomez ones. Her liquid blushes. I can't remember the name of her brand right now. I'm gonna put it in the description or on the screen. Oh, it's bothering me that I don't remember the name. But yeah, I have this in this really nice like pink terracotta shade, and it's so pretty for the daytime and like in the summer, spring, summer. I love, love, love this shade. It's very pretty, very girly and dainty. And now I'm blending out my eyebrows. This is another brush from the Shein brush set that I was telling you guys about. There's so many brushes. This is the one that I use specifically for my eyebrows, just to clean up the ends and make it like look a little bit cleaner. So I just take my time with this part. So I'm kind of doing like a swiping motion and then a tapping motion as well, so that I'm not moving the product too much and it's actually like there's actual coverage too. Then I go in with the Chestnut Born This Way concealer again, just to highlight the middle of my face, like the middle of my forehead, but just a little bit because I don't want my forehead to look too big. And then I'm going in with the same concealer down my nose. Now it's time to blend. Again, this is another brush from the brush set, and this is like it's like a dense brush. I don't know what to call it, but it's perfect for blending out your under eye, you guys. Like ever since I stopped using a sponge and moved over to this, game changer. I get the coverage that I want and the product stays in place. And as you guys can tell, I took a little while to blend it out because I wanted it to dry down a little bit. That way the product doesn't move when I'm trying to blend it out. So I love, love, love this brush. And I'm just continuing to blend it out under my eye thoroughly so that there aren't any creases. I got a little bit of blush on it, as you can tell, but I just went ahead, continued blending. Blend, blend, blend. And then I'm just kind of lining it up where I did my contour. It just helps as a guide for me. And then I go in my inner corner, or like the above my like closer to my eye, blend that out as well and put the concealer over it just to make it look less harsh. Now I'm using a different brush from the same set to blend out the blush. Isn't it so pretty, you guys? It's such a nice pinky shade. I kind of waited a little too long to blend this one out, so I was like, ooh, girl. So I'm like trying to speed this up so that it doesn't like dry down and not, like, as you guys can see, I was having a little bit of trouble blending it out. But then I went in with my sponge and then I kind of just topped up on the blush. These liquid blushes will make you a blush girly. It just looks like such a beautiful like flush of color. I like to bring mine pretty high up on my face. And now I'm going to set everything. So I'm making a funny face because I don't want it to crease. And I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder to set. And then I go ahead and set around my mouth And I use another brush to just enforce what I set. Now I'm going with the K Beauty, I believe that's what it's called. It's a UK-based brand, and this is gonna keep your under eyes bright. You only wanna go in with a little bit of this stuff because it's definitely bright. So if you like that bright under eye look, but you don't want it to look too crazy, you can apply it how I did. Just lightly patted it in with a brush. But I like it because it really keeps my under eyes bright and it doesn't like move throughout the day. It looks like nice and bright. I'm using my eyeshadow brush. I like to use this. You guys will see it. We're not there yet. And I'm setting the middle of my nose with the translucent loose setting powder. And I'm just kind of keeping the precision so that my nose is nicely contoured. Now I'm going in with some eyeshadow. I'm honestly not an eyeshadow girly. I use one shade and I just dust it around my eyes with a big fluffy, like an eyeshadow brush. So I'm just fluffing that in, and I'm using, I don't remember the name of the palette, you guys, but it's like literally the only one I use. It's just a bunch of neutrals. I'll put it on in the description, the name of it. So I'm just using that, and I also kind of reinforce my nose contour by bringing it closer to my nose, like connecting the eyeshadow to my nose. I just dust that all over. I just feel like it adds dimension to my face, and I like it for the summer. Or even just the daytime, to be honest. And then I'm kind of just blending it in a little bit more so that it doesn't look too harsh against the highlight underneath my eyebrows. And then now I'm just dusting off the powder that was there. Now we're going in with the powder puff. This is again to kind of just reinforce the nose contour and just to set my under eye. Again, I have combination skin, but my T-zone does get oily, so this just helps to keep my under eye dry and not like oily throughout the day. So I'm just patting that in. Now I'm going in with Mocha Mommy. This is the Fenty Beauty bronzer, and I just go over that on my nose contour. I go in again with the brush that I used to set to again reinforce the shape and just so that it doesn't look too harsh. Using the Mocha Mommy bronzer all over. I love this stuff. It's really gonna help to warm up your face, so you need the Mocha Mommy bronzer. Now I'm using the Sable, the color or the shade Sable, and the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and this is just like a deep brown with like a red undertone, a warm red undertone. This I use to contour my forehead, or just like warm up my forehead area. I'm using the not Beauty Blender, the Real Technique sponge to blend it out a little bit more. I could have done a better job blending this part out, I'm not gonna lie, but this is what I settled with. And then I'm gonna go in with the Mocha Mommy bronzer again, just to set that. So we're looking nice and bronzed for the summer. I'm also taking this along my jawline. Like, I put this stuff everywhere, you guys. It just makes your face look sun-kissed. Sun-kissed. I love it. Okay, now I'm taking the shade, like, yeah, I believe it's called Deep in the Laura Mercier powders that I use to set my under eye, but I'm using deep. And I'm basically taking it from my ear to my mouth just to help my face look like more defined and to reinforce the bronzer. But you only want to put a little bit of the stuff and blend it out pretty quickly, because those are the drier areas of my face personally. So if I don't blend it out quickly, like that line will just stay there. So as you can see, like I was like blending, girl, I was blending, like, and it was still there. So just use a little bit of this stuff if you want that precision and blend. Now I'm using Sable for under my jawline. It's the same Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Just looking at myself to see how it's coming along. This is the palette I was telling you guys about, and I'm using the same shade for underneath my eye. I just honestly use like that fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm not really trying to be precise here. I just want a little bit of color to match what I did on top. Now I'm using my mascara. This is from the beauty supply store, and guys, this mascara is too good. I started using it about like a month ago and I love it. It's nice and black and it really brings out your lashes. Like I only put a little bit and you can really see my lashes underneath pop. I also use a concealer brush when I make any mistakes just to clean it up. And that brush that you guys saw me use earlier had the chestnut, this one, the chestnut Born This Way concealer on it. Now that we're all done, I'm setting it with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, and just to speed up the set, I'm using my fan from Amazon. Now I'm going in with my lips. I'm just using this brown lip liner. This is again just a random, any random brown lip liner from the beauty supply store. I always get like a warm brown. I already have, like, my lips are already like darker around the bottom, and then like my top lip is brown. So I just do the same thing with the brown lip liner just to reinforce it. Now I'm using these lip glosses. They're similar to the NYX Butter Glosses, but this is the Kiss version of it, Ruby Kisses, I believe. And I go in at my bottom lip, like literally just my bottom lip. One shade's darker, one shade's a bit lighter. I like the two-tone lips look, so I typically just stick to that. This is a different gloss. It's called Sugar Hill. That's the brand. And it's kind of like a pinky clear gloss, and I just use that to mix the colors together seamlessly. A little bit of Mocha Mommy just to finish it off. Like, I put so much of this stuff on, life-changing. I love me some Mocha Mommy. Setting again with the powder puff on my smile lines, and this is a finished look.